Live at 5, it's offer review and still no official resolution. Well, not necessarily. We're going to read what they said as far as the messed up events. But we're getting messages from probably two of the larger Krakens, well spenders in the game. Spank Oli, I believe he's a 37 million plus account, played up against him and lost inside of Cosmic Crucible. Warning from your most loyal Krakens. Everyone gets these Summer of Thunder rewards or the game is done. And then also Tadano Mac was showing his screen this is for the Dazzler event. So it's two different issues, right? And he had 745 million because he bought all the bugged offers. And the title of his video is The End of Marvel Strike Force. So we're getting the Krakens to speak out. Now, what they said, and we're going to read some other posts, is that the meta event rewards issue, they kind of downplaying the number of people that it affects. It says there currently is an issue where a small number of players unintentionally receive extra points for the Summer of Thunder's meta event. Event was taken down while the team investigates the problem. Will likely be reactivated by tomorrow, Friday, July 1st. Well, as far as I know, it has not been up yet. There have been questions to this effect. There will not be a massive adjustment of player progress, but there might be targeted adjustments to the very small subsection of affected accounts. So what this means to me is that the people that got all the bonus rewards, got the 4-star Mighty Thor yesterday, they're going to try to pull it out of their account. Dogbert, big shout out to Dogbert, has an interesting video where he's making it difficult for them to remove those assets. He fully upgraded his Mighty Thor up to gear tier 16 as a big FU to Scopely. Interesting video worth checking out, Dogbert. Also, Scopely, I've spent over 6,000 a year in playing time. If we don't get all Thor milestone rewards, these lucky players will not continue playing. So people are upset. I thought this right here was a reasonable solution. Right here, coming in from another player, says, compensation, it's not that I want the stuff, I want the time. And he makes a valid point here, is that it's not even so much the stuff, is that he's thinking that these the players that got all the stuff for the Mighty Thor event, the month-long event, which is just basically kind of probably a more complicated, longer, probably harder to complete version of the Dazzler and Spider-Woman event, right? And he's saying is like, what is this? They get out of all July without having to worry about the month-long event. That's all I really want. Then he's saying, well, this is kind of strange. What I really want is the time off rather than the rewards. And then lastly, a very simple solution for the Summer of Thunder, and I thought this was pretty reasonable. Just inbox everyone enough milestone points to complete the Summer of Thunder and call the event a wash to prevent people from getting double rewards and provide a perfect example of you being your own harshest critics. Take the time to internalize your failures and come back strong next month whenever they reskin the event for the 16th time in a row. But on a serious note, just inbox the milestone points and own your own screw up for the month. Take the hit on your profits and maybe consider some extra quality assurance next time. Then lastly, we're going to talk about something a little different. Spain set to restrict the use of loot boxes in video games. Very interesting article right here where it talks about legislators of Spain is trying to say the Spanish government has announced an intent to regulate the use of loot boxes in video games with an intent to curtail thoughtlessness, compulsive, or even pathological consumer behavior among players. And it looks like there's a couple other countries in Europe that are currently doing this, specifically Belgium and Netherlands. And basically, Blizzard didn't even try to release that game there because they didn't want to see if it would pass legislation or not. So they just didn't even bother to release the games there. So that's an interesting thing right there. Now, I did two things. I asked chat a question. I said, should anyone under 18 be allowed to play Marvel Strike Force? And then 57% said yes, 43% said no. But then I asked a different question, which I think is a better question. Should anyone under 18 be allowed to spend money on Marvel Strike Force? And the question came back, no, 82%, yes, 18%. Interesting questions, right? Should anybody, because that imply, because I'll give you an example. Is like I opened up that 6-star Jane Foster Thor, Mighty Thor, out of a basic orb the other day, and it gave me chills. I got that feeling of dopamine, and I don't know what that is. And I don't know where I stand on all of this right now, but it's an interesting topic for sure. And I wonder if something happens like that in Spain, what does that mean for Marvel Strike Force? And specifically, what does that mean for Red Stars? Because I believe Red Stars is the closest thing that we have here in Marvel Strike Force to loot boxes. Let's move on and let's get right into offer review. Got a bunch of different offers. And I'm going to tell you what, though, any of these offers include items for any of the event milestones. We're just going to skip over them. I'm just not going to get involved with that today at all. Limited time run. We've got Kraken snack here for $50. I think this does add up to more than $50 in my Boomer Bucks. 2.5 million gold, 150 L4 training materials, 8 gold orbs, and 10 training material orbs. I'm not going to be purchasing that. This is a Kraken snack, but $50. I'm sure for people that are already at level 87, 88, 89, this is probably very helpful to them. They've already spent a ton of money getting there, and this will help them move their roster forward quicker. Trash. Most of this is going to be trash today. Gambit event is over, so now we have the super expensive Gambit offers. 50 character shards for $35. A while back, I was talking about I like those offers for $10 for 20 character shards. Much better than this right here, for sure. But they're gone, of course. But they have some of them. And again, I'm going to skip over pretty much all of the offers that have the currency. I'm just not getting involved with that. I'm really just kind of annoyed with the milestones trying to be convoluted offers. So we're just not going to even address them. 5 7-star draft in humans. Get an equal chance of a 5, 6, or 7-star. So it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. In humans are 6 characters in the game. Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Ms. Marvel, which are the good ones, right? You have Crystal, which is relatively good. And then we get the bad ones, which would be Quake and then Karnak. So random characters, 6 characters, random. So the worst thing would be is that you spend $30 and you get a 5-star Karnak. Not a fan of this. Don't think it's a good deal. I just think it's terrible. Let's move on. We've got $29, $30 for 50 Echo. Same thing here for Kate. And so this is in advance of the Scourge event, which is supposed to start on the 6th of July for the Rogue. And so I am favoring Young Avengers over A-Force over Inhumans at this time. That's where the order that I've been working on. And so there you go. They got the offers. And I'm sure they're going to have more of them as we get closer to the event and during the event. Miles is also in Young Avenger. A lot of people don't realize that. So we got 75 character shards plus one training material orb for $10. Trash, more trash. And then again, these have the items right here for the month-long Thor event. That is a complete mess right now. Not getting involved. Like I said, with any of these offers that have milestone currency, I'm just not a fan of that at all. I don't like that the milestones, and plus these offers were the ones that were bugged. And that's how Chidano Mac got a crazy score of 750 million, because everything has been whacked out. And there's ample footage of that. Not a fan. So we're moving past all of this. Lord of Thunder offer, Jane Foster. We've got the Spaghetti Orb. I value these at $3 a piece. Plus we've got the Armory 14. Doesn't quite add up to $10. We got 2 orbs. So $6 there. And then not a fan of this offer here. And then we've got Dazzler, $35 for 50 character shards. Not seeing anything good. Let's just scroll through this, and we're going to scroll past all the bad offers. These are like normal offers. If I see something compelling or worth talking about, I will stop. And no, we don't have anything there. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account very quickly, and then we'll wrap up offer review. We've got the same offer there. We're going to skip over the duplicate offers. This right here is Inhumans, kind of, like I said, Yo-Yo's great. Crystal has some merit. not so much. These guys are kind of bad. 180 times 4 for $50. If that helps you out a little bit. But again, as far as priority for the event, they're taking third priority. I prefer Young Avengers over A-Force over Inhumans in that order. Let's skip past all the duplicate offers and we'll get into the offers here that are unique. We've got Ms. Marvel, 75 shards and 1 training material for $15. I feel like that's reasonable enough. And then we've got Chavez right here, 75 character shards and 1 training material orb for $10. I feel like that's reasonable enough as well. Let's keep moving past the duplicate offers. We've talked about Miles already. Squirrel Girl, probably one of my favorite Young Avengers for sure. As far as her kit, 75 character shards and 1 training material orb for $10 is great if you need it. And I think that'll do it for today's offer review. We're just going to scroll through and see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Also, it's good to check all the way down to the bottom just to see if there's a 1 core offer. I know there was one there yesterday, and that's what we were suspecting was the problem. It turns out it was not. All right, well, that'll do it for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Fresh glaze on